a KQED television production.
And everybody say, Oppa!
Check Please Bay Area is made possible by the members of KQED and by
Safe Catch Elite Wild Tuna, great for athletes, kids, and pregnancy. Safe Catch tests each and every fish for mercury. Available at nearby stores. Walmart Global E-commerce with small, agile work teams is focused on big data, engineering, and e-commerce innovations. Careers available at walmartlabs.com. Sutter Health CPMC, investing in community care for more than 150 years, including 2 new smart hospitals. Your city, your hospital. CPMC2020.org.
Natural Mattress Systems from European Sleepworks, working to improve comfort and wellness for over 40 years. European Sleepworks in Berkeley, online at sleepworks.com. Oakland International Airport, now with flights all over the world. iFlyOAK.com. IRG has over 250 types of natural stone choices in stock today. IRG in Brisbane and Dublin, or at marblecompany.com.
Hi, I'm Leslie Sabraco. Welcome to Check Please Bay Area, the show where regular Bay Area residents review and talk about their favorite restaurants. We have 3 guests, and each one recommends one of their favorite spots, and the other 2 go check them out to see what they think. In this episode, we take another look at 3 restaurants that offer us that down-home feeling. The menus from these dining spots evoke memories of savory aromas wafting from the kitchen to satisfying meals around the table with friends. We start off with photographer Paulo Salcido's, his favorite spot from season 9. It's a place to find a diverse group of young men and women bringing energy, commitment, and their families' recipes to a unique San Francisco dining experience. Live entertainment rounds out the special evening at the 1940s-style supper club called Old Skool Cafe.
As a correction officer in Southern California, it was hearing the stories of these young men that didn't have any hope to live past 18, that just didn't see any way out of the crime and incarceration. That's what inspired me to start Old Skool. Hi, my name's Teresa Goins, and I'm the founder and CEO of Old Skool Cafe. The vision was always that this wouldn't just be a place to come eat for a good cause, but the food would be amazing, as well as the ambiance and the entertainment and the service. I think they really knock it out of the park. Chef Kevin is just a light here. Besides being a great chef, he is a phenomenal role model and mentor, especially to our young men. Tammy and Jordan are 2 perfect examples of youth that have come through the ranks. Tammy does all the training and mentoring in front of the house. Chef Jordan runs the back of the house. The entertainment is all youth entertainment, and they get paid plus tips, and I really get a chance to develop professionally as an entertainer. Every cent that you spend here as a diner goes right back into the program. There are many ways that you can get involved to help us, by donating, by booking private events here, and by becoming a regular diner. I consider our diners really part of the family, because without them this doesn't work. I would say the culture here is really our secret sauce, because you can definitely teach skills and run a restaurant, but my heart is that they really heal from the inside out. When they leave here, they don't just have a skill, but they know that their life has great purpose and they can do great things.
Paulo, this spot has such a remarkable story, doesn't it?
Yes, Teresa Goins was a former LA corrections officer, wanting to help the community, wanting to help the youth that were at risk in San Francisco, and she opened up a restaurant, and the food is fabulous. It's a variety. It's like Cirque du Soleil. She has comfort food, Soul Food International there.
Did you find the experience incredible?
I was blown away. I mean, I've been dining in San Francisco for years and years and years, and I found the restaurant to be fantastic. I think it's very special what they've started, her vision to give at-risk kids a chance and to learn a trade. But what really makes this restaurant special is the food is great. And if you want comfort food, the real deal, with fantastic flavors served with passion and love, this is absolutely the go-to place in San Francisco. I hate to even say this on air because I'm not going to be able to get in now. But it is really a very, very special place. Let's talk about the ambiance. I mean, how many restaurants can pull off a 1940s kind of speakeasy vibe with the cool red, wallpaper and the beautiful and the
singers,
entertainment
they got
going?
kids singing.
I walked in and they were playing The Entertainer on the piano when I walked in. I was like, wow, okay, this is going to be interesting. And then the food delivers. Again, there's a lot of restaurants like this around the country that are kind of like social help in the community, but not a lot of them get the food right. And this restaurant delivers.
And let's talk about some of the dishes because many of them are named after the employees. And so they bring their family recipes to the restaurant. And Chef Kevin works with them to create the final dish.
Who's Abu?
Yeah.
With that
Abu, that's right.
Abu.
Abu's peanut butter, right?
Peanut butter stew. Wow. I mean, I can still taste it on my palate. I mean, that is something that I'm going to kidnap Abu and have him cook every Sunday afternoon in my house because that
thick.
is...
Talk about hearty and rich, right?
Exactly.
Whoa.
And I had the shrimp and grits dish. They have a macaroni and cheese dish.
Very
this is
good.
absolutely amazing. I don't know how many cheeses they use, but you could definitely feel the layers of different flavors of cheese.
I love this place to the point where I've been back. I've gone a couple of times, and I've referred a couple of people. Oh, most definitely. This was
Did you
my.
have the peanut butter stew?
I did not have the peanut butter stew, but I did have the gumbo, which was awesome. Like you said, the food is to die for. I mean, it's really good, seasoned great. We had the greens and we had the catfish.
And let's talk about the shrimp and grits. I mean, you went back 3 times.
My husband, he's from Alabama, so when he saw that, he was whoa. And the funny thing is he had tried to make it like a weekend before that, and it was horrible. So Chef Kevin came out, and it was just as nice as he could be. And I said, can you give him some pointers? And he gave the recipe. He said, the funny thing is I don't do the cooking. It's all done by the kids. I mean, I just felt like I was at home.
Yeah, I had the same exact experience. The shrimp that I had they were very large, they were succulent, they were prepared perfectly, they were fresh. The grits, which I very seldom have, were absolutely fantastic with amazing consistency, cooked to perfection. I mean, the layers of flavors in the grits, that smoky infused flavor in the grits really set off the dish nice. It didn't overpower the shrimp. You could taste the seafood for what it was. Great, great dish.
Let's talk about the service because they're also training.
Our server, we were his very first table. He had never served another.
That's great.
He was and I couldn't tell. Tell. And when he told us that, then he said, you're actually my very first table. He was so professional, so friendly, and if he didn't know something, he said, I don't know. I'll be right back. Let me check for you. Yeah. And I was really touched there was a testimony, how the program really touched his life, and I was sitting with tears in my eyes.
All
I
the
loved
diners into that story every night through the music and through getting up and talking and interviewing servers and people behind the line.
I absolutely loved it.
Dessert?
I didn't have. I was so. The food was so good. I think I ordered a second set of the chicken drumettes, which I thought were just perfect. And because I saw a fried chicken going to another table,
yes,
I said,
exactly.
I may have only room for the drumettes. I can't go for the full order fried chicken. Send me the drumettes, and they were fantastic. And so, if the drumettes are any indication what the fried chicken's like, it's absolutely a dish to have. They were just perfect.
And did anybody try the lavender cheesecake?
You've been waiting to get to this dessert. I'm telling you.
I wanted to say that one first.
I want the dessert first. Oh,
yes.
Please, I want the dessert first.
Yes.
I told him he had to wait.
There's fresh strawberries on it and with a balsamic sauce on it. Really delicious. It's done really well.
And I have to mention, they have a small wine list, but there are some absolute gems. You can have a fantastic white Burgundy for less than $70.
And they have a handcrafted, I think, non-alcoholic menu that we did a hand-squeezed lemonade, and I think there was a cranberry drink that night that they were doing as a special, and they have a sweet tea, which was delicious. So they're doing a lot of really wonderful things in that bar.
And it's an amazing story. Thank you for bringing it to our attention. And it's your restaurant, so wrap it up.
Old School Cafe, it's a great place that supports the community, fantastic food, cooked to perfection, and a great atmosphere and entertainment, and you got to try the lavender cheesecake.
All right, and Scott?
Amazing soul food, cooked from the heart. I would absolutely recommend it. I'm going back next week.
Okay, and Roshan?
I'm joining him next week. I absolutely love it. I agree. It's the place to be. I wish they were open more, 7 days a week, 24 hours. It's a place to be. It's really a wonderful place.
If you'd like to try Old School Cafe, it's on Mendel Street, just off of 3rd Street at Oakdale in San Francisco. The telephone number is 415-822-8531. It's open for dinner Thursday through Saturday. Reservations are recommended, and the average dinner tab per person without drinks is around $35. In Season 5, attorney and handyman David Demordon stumbled upon his spot while picking up materials for a remodel. Soul food prepared with classical French techniques and local ingredients is found in Oakland at Brown Sugar Kitchen.
I'm Phil Circus, and I consider Brown Sugar Kitchen a little restaurant that could. That's because we only have 6 burners and 2 ovens, and yet we're servicing over 1,400 people a week with our 46 seats. Brown Sugar Kitchen is an amazing display of the power of food to bring people together. Tanya and I always joke that it's like the DMV here because we see so much diversity with our customers, and it's made our experience here so rich.
The kind of food we serve at Brown Sugar Kitchen is considered Southern cuisine. It incorporates barbecue and a little bit of Caribbean. It's a part of my heritage since my parents are from the South, but I wanted to open up a restaurant that represented the African American community but was accessible to everyone. Brown Sugar Kitchen has really become an institution now in the community, and it's great because we have a local coffee that's roasted down the street. We have local beer that's brewed down the street. Our artwork is done by local artists and printed by a local printer. And all of that just really brings a lot of meaning to the experience. And there's a lot of people that come here and they just have that neighborhood pride because they know that it's really integrated.
Okay, David, when you say your favorite meal, I mean, that's a big statement here.
It is a big statement, and I think you need to refine it. Favorite waffles, the best waffles in the universe.
Okay, the favorite waffles.
In the universe. Says,
oh, that's big.
It is,
that's
and
huge.
that's the simple facts.
Right.
I found this place quite by accident one morning, picking up some materials from a warehouse in that neighborhood and being hungry, and lo and behold, in the middle of this industrial neighborhood in Mandela Parkway, here's this little joint that's open for breakfast. So I walked in, and wow, it rocked my world. The waffles are simply mind-blowing. I got the waffles and chicken combination, and as you mentioned earlier, in my opinion, the way to separate an average breakfast place from a great place is whether they serve real maple syrup.
Right.
It's very rare.
Yeah.
They call it scarce on the menu.
They do.
It is.
And they charge you for it.
It is expensive.
They do. But here's the kicker. They have such an amazing apple cider brown sugar syrup that comes with the waffle that you don't need the real maple syrup.
Right.
It's really an experience that you need to have while you're alive.
Everyone needs to have it. Everyone needs to eat there.
And when you, I mean, you were as moved, is this the best waffles in the universe?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But I'll take it to other universes. It's the best.
Just in the Milky Way. We can stay in the Milky Way.
Yeah.
And why is that? You know, is it because, I mean, Tanya Holland, the chef, who actually was trained at La Varenne in Burgundy in France, I mean, she's got classical training as well as soul food background, you know. She uses yeast in these waffles, and they're that sort of Belgian style. So do you look at you floating on air?
I am.
Floating
just
on
the
air.
memory of it. I'm just salivating.
You have like little waffles on your shirt.
They have waffles on their shirt. That is their trademark on their shirt. Is the
big old waffle.
That's right. I'll have one of those.
That's right.
You know?
No, I'm disappointed I didn't get the waffles.
You
didn't.
Oh my God!
How could you not have?
Crispy and light.
I didn't. But the gentleman sitting next to me was eating waffles, and same thing, you had the chicken.
Yeah.
And he looks up at me and he says, I don't know what you have, but this is great.
He was right.
The chicken has kind of a rosemary overtone too that is just, it's really delicious. It's got a very distinct flavor. It's not generic fried chicken.
Right.
I got the vegetable scramble, which came with some potatoes and some toast, and it was really good. I loved it. I've never tasted a vegetable scramble like that. It was unbelievable.
It was so good.
Out of this world.
I actually did a crazy thing. We got there at 11:10 on a Tuesday morning, and we got a menu, breakfast menu, served till 11:30. And it just hit me immediately. I want to try different things. I'm going to talk about it on the show.
Right.
So we ordered breakfast. We got our breakfast at 11:32.
Right.
Our wonderful waitress, Cerise, brought us the lunch menu, and we ordered lunch.
Oh, honey,
we ate
you know
two
what?
full meals in one sitting.
We got to give him a toast.
Okay, I do it for the show. I do it for the show, you know? Smoked mashed yams. Oh my God. Smoky, like really smoky tasting, and then just a pool of butter. So delicious. And the mac and cheese was killer.
Oh, and
it's hard to find a good mac and cheese. Theirs is good.
The coffee
Yeah.
The coffee.
Okay, the orange juice, the organic fresh squeezed orange juice.
Yes.
It's creamy.
Yes.
I'm not kidding. I don't know. How can you use that word with OJ? It was creamy.
That's the other test for a great breakfast place, fresh squeezed orange juice. That's
Theirs
a
is
sign
unique.
that they care about what they're doing,
agree.
that they want your experience to be excellent and to serve only the best. I agree completely.
That's for sure. No Minute Maid there.
I'm telling you, you guys are so excited. I got to bring you down a little bit. You're so
No,
excited.
I will
I'm
not be
teasing.
brought down. Brown Sugar Kitchen.
Brown
Go
Sugar
immediately. Their front door is really funny. It's really heavy and like really hard to open. So I was I got it open. And as soon as it swung open, this beautiful, charming hostess was there with a big smile. Hi, good morning, welcome. It was just like, oh my God, am I in heaven? Yeah.
And see, my experience was a little different with the service when I went in. It wasn't very crowded at all. And I walked in and I had to wait for someone to come and greet me. Once I waited, she set me at the booth instead of giving me the choice of a booth or a table. And then it took a really long time for the waitress to come. And so it kind of diminished.
Were they very sweet to you, though? Did you like the attitude?
Oh, they were fine. Yes, the attitude was fine. Absolutely.
I found them so sweet.
Absolutely.
All right, David. The Brown Sugar Kitchen is your special magic pick.
That's
Tell
true.
everybody why they need to go.
Well, they care about excellence. They have an interesting menu that changes, and every dish has something that's going to take you a little bit by surprise in a good way. I highly recommend it.
All right, and Evan?
I'm going to keep this really simple. I want to thank you for introducing me to Brown Sugar Kitchen, and by accident, bravo.
And Denise, how do you wrap up Brown Sugar Kitchen after that?
Well, I had my reservations, but David and Evan have convinced me that I'm going to give it another try.
All right. If you'd like to try Brown Sugar Kitchen, it's on Mandela Parkway at 26th Street in Oakland. The telephone number is 510-839-7685. It's open Tuesday through Sunday for breakfast and lunch. Reservations are not accepted, and the average tab per person without drinks is around $15. From season 7, insurance professional Ted Rosados grew up around food in his family's Santa Fe restaurant, so he knows a thing or two about chilies. You'll find them fresh and tasty at either of his picks in San Francisco or in San Rafael at a place called Green Chile Kitchen.
I am in love with New Mexico. I love the people, the culture, and obviously the food. My name is Trevor Logan, and I'm the owner of Green Chile Kitchen. I think anyone who's tasted New Mexican green chili will agree that there's something different about the flavors. There's something more distinctive. The people there have been growing chili for generations. I really tried to create an environment that was a nod to an old diner you would find off of Route 66 in the middle of New Mexico. Very relaxed, and where it was absolutely 100% about the food. Definitely green chili stew is my favorite, and we actually make the blue corn tortillas from scratch. They're definitely featured in the blue corn flat enchiladas. I like enchiladas. I really love that we do the flat style enchiladas here. We do have an emphasis on quality ingredients. We source as much local and organic produce as we possibly can. I just really hope this place does New Mexico proud, and I hope that people enjoy the food when they come here and they get a little taste of what it's like to visit the Southwest in New Mexico.
Okay, Ted, I want to talk chilies with you.
Great.
You are from Santa Fe.
That's right. My family owns the oldest family-owned business in Santa Fe, in New Mexico, actually. It's on the historical register. So I've known chili and how they are grown and made into chili sauces my whole life. The more you have it, the more you crave it.
Right.
So moving here was hard. Anytime somebody from Santa Fe was on their way here, they'd have to bring green chili in their suitcase. So when I heard about the Green Chile Kitchen opening up, I was excited.
Well, and Trevor Logan, the owner, really he had some experience and time in Santa Fe as well, and in New Mexico, and he wanted to, bring that same experience with him when he opened Green Chile Kitchen.
And he does a great job doing that. I think he gets that green chili flown in today.
The green chilies to me were definitely the star. The green chili pork stew was delicious. It's spicy, but it's not overly spicy, so you have something that kind of lingers. But I had to kind of eat that quick because everything kind of comes at the same time.
You had the green chili stew, which is again their signature dish and what they're known for.
It was so good. It totally knocked my socks off. I actually didn't expect the amount of heat that was in there, but I enjoyed it so much. And I ate with the big group as well. So I was like, oh yeah, try some of it, but don't eat too much because I just want this for myself.
And it's got a lot of meat in it. It's got a lot of it's
It has a lot of pork in it, but it was really the green chili that like made that dish for me.
Did you get to try the sopapillas?
I did try the sopapilla. I wasn't that impressed with it. I don't know if it may be because they gave one that was a little bit not as fresh out of the fryer, but I found it to be a little bit stale and a little bit too greasy for me.
We had the savory sopapillas.
Yeah.
The beef one was very good. The chicken one was bland. And I found that on some of the dishes.
I actually agree with you. So I love the stew, but then I felt like the other dishes, they were good, but then maybe because the flavors in the stew were so robust and just like so flavorful that everything else just felt kind of flat for me.
Right. And what else did you have?
We also had one of the combination plates, which again, the chili relleno was a little on the soggy side. The enchilada was very tasty. The taco was.
And what about the
tasty.
chicken? Because they're known for their rotisserie
chicken. The rotisserie chicken was really moist, succulent. We had the green chili rub. There's also another rub. I forget which one it was.
Right.
But
I just want to rub that green chili rub all over it. Don't you? I mean,
it was delectable. We had so much food that I actually brought some of the chicken home and enjoyed it the next day.
I also tried the rotisserie chicken because I saw a table that had ordered. I'm like, oh, that looks so good. But then I was kind of disappointed. I thought it was moist and succulent, but then again, I felt like it was a little bland. And also, all my dishes came out at the same time, which was really overwhelming for me because it's just all there. And then, you know, once you try a couple things, then it kind of throws off the flavors for some of the other things.
Let's talk a little bit about the experience because it is, you walk in, you order at the counter.
Yeah,
right?
and that's kind of the issue with with the counter seating, like getting a glass of wine.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have had a second glass of wine. But
here, I'll pour you a second glass of wine. Okay, we got lots.
But there's a line.
Right.
So then your food gets cold while you're waiting in line.
So that can be an issue, right, in terms of you can run into lines. You have to sort of plan it when it's not overly crowded.
It's a great neighborhood restaurant, and it's in a place where parking's at a premium. But I think that there's counter service because there's a lot of students in the area. They're close to USF. So I often wish they had table service. I get the New Mexican cuisine. I know what to order. I know what's great. Some people who go in there and might not know a lot about the cuisine, they could use a server to help explain it.
Help explain everything to them because you can get, beer and wine and things to go with your
dish. I will
dish.
say that the servers were very friendly and interactive. I didn't know what to order, so I asked for recommendations, and they were super helpful.
Good.
But I do think that the wait makes it a little more daunting.
My recommendation to anybody who's coming is actually park down near the Panhandle. There's plenty of parking there. It's only 4 blocks away. Right. So you just go near the Panhandle and there's plenty of parking.
Or you can go around the corner to the Chili Pie.
That's right.
He's also got a place called Chili Pie.
That was the original location, and then they expanded into the bigger space. Trevor put the desserts there.
Right.
And you can have things like green chili apple pie.
With the cheddar cheese crust.
But I love their green chili chicken pot pie, their carne adobada pot pie, which are savory pies. I've picked those up and taken them to parties, and they're great.
Great. Okay, Ted, this is your spot, so give us a quick wrap up.
Okay, great. Well, if nothing beats, in my opinion, being in downtown Santa Fe and eating at the Plaza restaurant, but if I'm outside of New Mexico, there isn't a restaurant that does New Mexican cuisine any better than Green Chile Kitchen. I highly recommend giving it a try.
Okay, and Susanna?
So the green chili stew really blew me away, but if I had to wait over an hour for it, I would rather just relive it in my memories.
Okay, and Michael?
I would agree with the green chili being the stars, whether it's the chicken or whether it's the stew. The pozole also really good. And now I've got some new recommendations, so I'm looking forward to going back.
If you'd like to try Green Chile Kitchen, it's on McAllister at Baker in San Francisco. Their second location is in San Rafael in Marin, and the telephone number is 415-440-9411. Open for breakfast, lunch, or dinner every day. They don't take reservations in San Francisco, but will at their location in San Rafael. The average dinner tab per person without drinks is around $20. If you missed these places the first time around, we hope you've enjoyed a look back at 3 great spots. Now you have a chance to check them out, thanks to Paulo Salcido, whose Old Skool Cafe in San Francisco is a delicious testament to the community and the youth program it supports. David de Mordaunt and his convivial dining spot at Brown Sugar Kitchen in Oakland. And finally, Ted Rosados' place that reminds him of home and celebrates Southwestern flavors at Green Chile Kitchen in San Francisco and San Rafael. Now, we really want to hear about your experiences at any of the restaurants we've been talking about, so find us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And don't forget that you can watch any of the shows on our website at kqed.org/checkplease. It's where you'll find links to the restaurants and where you'll find my notes and recommendations on all of the wines through the seasons. So join us next time when 3 new guests will recommend their favorite spots right here on Check Please Bay Area. I'm Leslie Sbrocco, and I'll see you then. Cheers.
Check Please Bay Area is made possible by the members of KQED and by IRG has over 250 natural stone choices and over 10,000 stone slabs in stock today. IRG in Brisbane and Dublin or at marblecompany.com. Oakland International Airport. Now with flights all over the world. iFlyOAK.com. Natural mattress systems from European Sleepworks, working to improve comfort and wellness for over 40 years. European Sleepworks in Berkeley, online at sleepworks.com.
Sutter Health CPMC, 7,000 employees, nurses, and physicians caring for their communities every day. Your city, your hospital. CPMC2020.org. Walmart Global E-commerce, with small, agile work teams, is focused on big data, open source engineering, and e-commerce innovations. Careers at walmartlabs.com. Safe Catch Elite Wild Tuna, great for athletes, kids, and pregnancy. Safe Catch tests each and every fish for mercury. Online at safecatch.com.